Hey everybody, how's it going? I've been doing swell, tired, and thirsty. So I've just been drinking nothing but chocolate milk for the past day and a half to kind of more or less keep my stomach um, from being unsettling. I'm very surprised that I haven't even gotten a cold once this year, I don't think. I don't even think I got sick once this year yet. And it's funny because I usually get sick around the springtime because of oh, because of all the pollen. So, you know, whatever. So I kind of want to talk about something really interesting that I kind of want to share with you guys. It's nothing really important. It's just something that I just really found interesting. For those that probably don't know, I have gotten into some anime. Yes, believe it or not, old one Death Eater has turned to the anime side of life. So I'm kind of watching anime. Um, so currently I have seen both seasons of Sword Art Online, both seasons of Log Horizon, the one season of No Game No Life, the one season of Death Note, which is currently right now. Death Note is probably my number one favorite anime right now, next to Sword Art Online. Um, so in the next upcoming months, I might do some either reviews, however you want to say it, or some news-worthy stuff about anime. It just really depends on how people take a liking to it. It's not something a lot of people enjoy when someone's either talking smack, and then of course there's the very unpopular opinion that, oh, I like something but like this other half doesn't, so then I got to appeal to them as well. You know what, on the other side, I'd probably rather just not deal with it. But that being said, I just saw that there's a Netflix original movie that is based on the story of Death Note. It's a live action movie that's basically called Death Note. And from the rumors, it's gonna be taking place in Seattle, Washington, and it's supposed to deal with, the real situation around about like here in America, and this Death Note thing just comes around, and basically what the Death Note is, it's a notebook where if you write someone's name inside this death book, there's like so many other rules that you gotta follow at the same time. But anyways, the main point of this notebook is that if you write someone's name in this notebook, then that person will die. The catch is that you have to be thinking about that person's face, and then you can go into explicit detail like how will this person die. You gotta do this in like within 40 seconds of writing that person's name. And there's just so much information. Really, if you want to know more about this anime, go watch Death Note. Or if you want to know anything more about the upcoming show Death Note, and you're not sure what Death Note is even about, go watch the anime. Go watch the anime Death Note. I promise you, you will have a good time. You will. There are a lot of moments where you would cheer for the main character, which is in the anime. His name is Light Yagami. And in my personal opinion, I kind of wish they took this story and like done it a completely different way. But the main plot of Death Note is that this guy picks up the Death Note, which is a notebook that, like I said, write somebody's name, think of their face, that person dies. So, and there are a lot of fucking things that are also going on at the same exact time. Like, there's the main character is killing mostly people that has done major crimes, such as murder. That's really the one thing that I really thought of was just murder on the spot. But really, the main point of Light Yagami and this Death Note was to kill all criminals and to create a better world where Light Yagami is basically the god of this new world. And anybody that stands up to Light Yagami will get punished. So, in this story, or in the anime, and possibly in the movie, he takes up the name of Kira, which, I think if I remember right, it's supposed to mean like killer or something like that. But that being said, the entire point of Death Note was that this guy was using the Death Note to punish criminals. It didn't matter what crime he did. If you did a crime, you get punished. If your name is broadcasted on television and you know you did a bad crime, you could probably expect to have a heart attack within the next 40 seconds. So it's a very interesting concept, and I'm really interested in if they're going to make a season 2, what they're going to have next for the Death Note, since I don't really want to spoil anything major about Death Note personally, so I won't really say much, but it's something that you will have to watch, and you will most likely freak out and just be like, what the absolute fuck? Because the end of Death Note is so fucked up that I really wish they would have just not done that whole arc at the end of the show, or at the end of the season. I feel like that arc was rushed. I feel like that it didn't really have any direction. And at least for throughout the first story arc of Death Note up to to where the main villain, I guess, kind of dies in a way. It really depends on who you think is the protagonist and antagonist at this point. But in my opinion, the main villain would die, and that's pretty much 80% of the show just done right there. Because throughout the entire season, it was Light Yagami versus the antagonist, L, whom L had promised that he would catch Kira, and Light Yagami, as Kira, had promised that he would kill L. And it took him the most of the entire season to try to figure out what this guy's name is, and I don't think he ended up figuring it out. Personally, because if he did, I think L would have been dead a long time ago, or at least halfway in the season instead of near the end of the season, like it was. So I don't know. I might rewatch Death Note, the anime, again. It is on Netflix, so you shouldn't have an excuse to not go watch it. There is an English dubbed version, so if you're not too keen on English subtitles, there is an English dubbed version, which, you know, I don't know. Personally, I highly recommend it. So it's all in all good fun. I'm pretty excited about the live action movie coming out on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's just going to be like a what do you call it? Like a movie pilot episode or whatever. It just really depends on how they play this out. Because if they're going to do this like a full-on show, with the movie being like the pilot episode or whatever, you know, I'm fine with that as long as you do it right. So, and when I mean do it right, I mean more or less kind of follow the anime more or less. I am a little bit disappointed that it's being taken place in the United States instead of Japan, but I mean, someone's got to complain. I'm not really complaining much. It's just, I don't know. I would rather it follow the anime a lot more than just do your own fucking thing. So, you know, I'm pretty excited for it. So I will most likely watch it whenever it comes out in August 25th, I think. Go watch the trailer for yourself. I'll put it in the description below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys next time.